Uh-oh. Okay, what up, everybody? Welcome to Cooking with Donuts. I am your host, Donuts. We are at home today. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out. Happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day is this weekend. I will not be spending time with my mother. She is in a different state. But maybe I'll call her. So today, we are going to be making yakisoba. Stir-fry noodle dish from Japan. It's like Japan's version of pad thai. You know, that's the closest thing I can compare it to. So we got a ton of veggies. We're gonna make some chashu. We got some chicken here too, so we're gonna make a chicken yakisoba, and then we're also gonna make a chashu yakisoba. And we got our noodles, and we'll also make some yakisoba sauce. I couldn't find yakisoba sauce, but remember when we bought this giant tub of takoyaki sauce? We're gonna use some of this and make some yakisoba sauce out of it. So let's get started. Hello, everybody in the chat. Let's cut these onions, and we're not doing like a specific size. Just, you know, you're just gonna want to slice your onions. Hi, what up, ST, Kool-Aid, Bandit, Jules? Welcome to the stream. We are making some yakisoba today. Yeah, we got more onions, by the way. So, all the onions, and you can use whatever vegetables you want. It doesn't have to be what I got here. It's just, this is usually the normal stuff that you'd use. You'll see in Japan. You'll see onions, cabbage, carrots, green onions. But yeah, we are at home. Producer San is not here with us today. So today it's just me and the wife. Basher Cloud, hello and welcome. How is your day? How are you doing? Producer San will be here next week though. Yeah, and who knows? Maybe we'll be home. Maybe we'll be in a new kitchen. It's always a mystery when it comes to Producer San. Whose kitchen was it last week? It was a friend. Producer San's friend. It was a very nice kitchen. No fire though. It's my only gripe. I love fire. But it's, you know, when you've worked in the industry for as long as I have, you're always going to prefer fire over electric. What's the difference? It's just easier to control. You know, with fire, you know, it's either hot or not hot. And when you're using electric, it takes a while to get to the temperature that you set it at. Yeah, and like there's like more safety measures too. But apparently, they've been, you know, doing, like, electric burners have been doing better. I'm just personally not a fan. That's all. Dog? Yeah, can you guys see the dog? Yeah, so that's Lucian. He's being a good boy. He's only 6 months old, so he is still a puppy. So forgive him if he barks a little too loud at stuff. He also hates it when we're talking and he can't see who we're talking to. So he might get really upset when you know, how I'm just talking to you guys. he might start barking because he doesn't know who I'm talking to. Oh, my eyes. My eyes. Yeah, this is his first time on cam. We're just letting him roam around to see how well he'll do. Because we don't really like to confine him because he's still a puppy, you know? He's a puppy. He's curious. He just wants to explore, see things. But yeah, if you've never had yakisoba, it's probably the ultimate comfort food. If I wasn't eating oyakodon when I showed you guys last time, I was eating yakisoba. So, some gripe on this. Look like dirt. Always be careful when you're cutting stuff. Remember, bear claw when you cut stuff. And I'm not crying. These onions are doing pretty good. I'm usually crying tears down my face.
Do you have any funds on Pinterest and channel point redeems in progress?
Not yet. Maybe later. You know, maybe like I have to do something blindfolded. Maybe not cutting stuff, but like I have to like use a shitty spoon or something, or a dull knife, or we'll get there when we get there. I don't have a lot of ideas for it yet.
I got one.
What?
They can redeem to have me take an appliance away from you.
Oh yeah. I mean, that'd be hard if you take an appliance away from me. Like, what if you took away my fire? How would I cook? I have to use the microwave? That would be so gross. If I have to use the microwave. Oh. Yeah, I mean, like, we'll have ideas. Yeah. If you got ideas, ST, you know, let me know. Yeah. Chef Mike. I have to use Chef Mike. Something like that. All right, we're done cutting those onions. We got more green onions because I just can't stay away. Gonzi, welcome to the stream. Making some yakisoba. Ban in, you don't know? Yeah, I wouldn't know how that would work here either. Yeah, I guess banning a utensil, banning like my wooden spoons or something, or like banning my whisk. Green onions. Always, remember, always wash your veggies. If you don't know where they're from, just give them a quick rinse. A quick rinse will go a long way. We do not want E. coli now, remember? E. coli is very bad. Yeah, apparently it can give you a UTI, which I would not have believed. Grabbing some towel, we're just gonna pat this dry a little bit. So yeah, we're just gonna get all of our veggies cut up ready. We'll throw some chashu in the oven. We'll cut up the chicken, get it all ready. And we'll make the sauce. And then after we make the sauce, we'll put everything together. I guess I should preheat this oven. We'll preheat this oven at 350. Yummy! Yes, yes. It is going to be very, very yummy. Give this nice a quick rinse. We'll grab some more containers. This way?
No, just lift it up.
Upward?
Yeah. When you were showing me how to do it, I think you put it down too far. Because I can only see the little bit of your head.
This way?
That's good.
All right. Yeah, it's just me and the wife today. So no producers on. So we have to do it all on our own. Bear with us. It's okay. Just cut off the ends. Well, let's cut off. These are some big green onions. I'm definitely gonna trip over this dog. Yeah, go your mother. Let's put these over here. And these green onions, they're just a garnish. So you can cut these as small as you want, as large as you want. It don't really matter. Yeah, I've cut in green onions every stream. Japanese people really like green onions. I love green onions too. I did. Did I cut them in the last stream? We made jelly donuts. I don't think I did cut green onions. Yeah, I definitely could have added them. Smell aroma hates eating it. Yeah, like the smell and the aroma from green onions is pretty lovely. But your mom hates eating it. That's whack. Green onions are delicious. Yeah, I feel it. These green onions are gonna make me cry. My nose is already kind of running. My eyes is starting to come down. Yeah, they always cut it big and then not eat it. What the heck? How dare they? What's he doing over there? Oh, you're playing fetch with him? Okay. He can hang out over here. I mean, I might trip over him. Yeah, having a dog makes it pretty difficult to plant anything. Like, if I were to plant something, it would be green onions because it's so easy. Green onions are the easiest thing to plant. Like, here, you just cut this, and you just throw this in some water, and that's all you gotta do. Yeah, living up north, our winters can get pretty rough. I'd have to make a small greenhouse if I wanted to plant some veggies. But like herbs and stuff, like cilantro, parsley, like the small things, I could do that like inside the house. Oh, these green onions, they're already getting to me. My nose is almost running. All right, just a couple more. Wash this hand. Oven's going. Cool. Oven is ready. Oh, these onions! I can't wait until I'm done. Yeah, we'll just cut all of it. I usually try to cut onions in small batches, but because I know that I'm about to cry, we'll just cut all of it. Yeah, I don't know how I did it for so long in the restaurants. Especially for the amount of pay we got too. I guess we can talk about that. Like, if you want to work in a restaurant, get ready to make no money. Like, people that work in the restaurant, they really love it. You know, and that's why they do it. Or they're working at like multiple restaurants. So like a lot of the Latino people that you see in restaurants, they're usually working at a place in the morning, and then after that, they'll work at another place at night. They go home, they go sleep for like 6 hours, and they do it again. My abuelita, back in the restaurant, she worked first shift, so she'd be at the restaurant by probably like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And then when we're done with lunch service, she would go to another place right after. And she's usually there from like 3 o'clock to like 11. And then she did it 7 days a week. It's crazy. Yeah, so much work for barely any money. You don't make money in the industry until you own a restaurant. And even then, yeah, it's a toss-up if you make money, you know? Like, you got to kind of ask, how much money do you want to make in this industry? There are places that will pay you a lot. Like, if you go to like a fine dining type restaurant, let's say like, yeah, if you go to like a Michelin star restaurant, you'll be making a good amount of money. You know, probably like 50 plus a year, you know. But that's a fine dining restaurant. You know, your job's on the line every day. If you mess up, if one of these is a little too big, you're fired. You know, that's the type of, you know, like, I guess lifestyle that those kind of restaurants have. Like, you get paid a lot of money, but you got to be the fucking best, you know? And if you're not good that day, then you might be on the chopping block, you know? Or like, you know, you kind of do what I did. I went into like, you know, more like not fine dining, more like bar pub type, you know, restaurants. You don't make a lot of money there, but you know, there's a lot of perks. there's a little bit more freedom. You're going into kind of, you know, bar pubs, or you go into like mom and pop shops, you know. And if you do that, like you're not really making money, but you're learning a lot of things. But you gotta think about it. Do you want to learn a lot of things, or do you want to make money? And a lot of people will tell you, you know, oh, it's, you know, it's not about the money. No, it is about the money. And, you know, if you're not making enough money in the industry, you got to find a different restaurant so you can make more money, you know. I was lucky enough that, you know, that my owners, they saw a lot of potential in me, so they paid me. And I don't know if I was making more than other people, but they paid me enough where I was like, okay, this is fine. You know, I'm making a good amount. I probably could be making a lot more, but I was happy and content. You know, and I kind of liked the fast paced lifestyle that I was living at the time. It wasn't all bad. You know, there's like when you work in like downtown, the downtown kind of area, all the restaurants, they kind of know each other. So there's a lot of like camaraderie and stuff like that. Oh, these fucking onions. Yeah, when you have your own place, it's it's good if you have your own place. You know, but even then you might not be making, you know, the amount of money that you want to make. I think like when we were running the restaurant that I was working at, I don't think they were expecting such a high profit on how we were doing. They weren't expecting us to do very, very well. They expected us to do good, but we shot for the moon and we hit it. It was ridiculous. I think we capped at 1 million in profits yearly, which is crazy. 1 million. I think we were close to 1 million. I think we were at like 800 something thousand or 900 something thousand. But for a restaurant to be making that in profits is it's not really heard of. Like it's where is this peeler? You cleaned the peeler?
Yeah, so it's in the
strainer. What's up? What up, Foo? You said it's in the strainer? Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Yeah, we were always busy. I think the owners, they probably were thinking like, you know, 100K to 200K a year in profits. And that's what they were doing. I think the first year they opened was probably the slowest year. I think the first year, I can't remember the numbers, but it wasn't high. But it wasn't until like our third year in, we were doing like, I think almost 500,000. So it's pretty nuts. When you run a restaurant, you're not gonna be making profits like that yearly. If you're not like kind of like a fine dining type style restaurant. Are there any shows that showcase like profits?
How the industry actually works
For restaurants? I mean, not really. Like shows right now, they're not really showing you. I mean, I guess Kitchen Nightmares shows you like the bad side of owning a restaurant. But that's because people are just lazy in those shows. They're lazy. They don't understand what they're doing. Like, whenever I watch Kitchen Nightmares and I see their walk-in coolers, it's like that's just lazy. You know, if something's bad, just throw it away. Like, even if like the owner tells me to not throw it away, I'm throwing it away. And if they fire me for throwing away garbage, then they fire me. That's the other thing about, you know, working in the industry. There's another restaurant down the street. You know? This dog is looking for... I'm not dropping anything. I haven't dropped anything yet, little man. You know? It's been 1 week. Alright, we don't need this anymore. We can start cutting these. So, there's kind of a trick to cutting carrots into... I get the French word is a julienne. So let me show you the dumb shit we had to do in college. So we had to cut a chunk like this. We had to make it into a square, or as square as we can. All right. So for some reason, this became waste. My cousin was reprimanded for throwing away a big bag of lettuce because she saw a dead fly in it. Yeah. Yeah, if you see anything like that. So we had to cut these, right? So we had to make it squared like this. What? $50 tip. From who? I can't see it from the chat. You know who. Oh, okay. We're hitting that goal slowly but surely. Our biggest financial supporter. Always looking out for me, man. If you guys aren't doing anything, swing by after the stream. Come eat. So we had to cut it into these little flat things, and then now we cut these flat things into longer cubes like this. I don't know why this is such a big deal. But it's a big deal back in college that we had to cut it like this. But there are so many other ways where you can, you know, I guess julienne your carrots. If you're in a fine dining restaurant, you know, and they paid you a grip load of money, then yes, do it that way. But in other restaurants, they probably won't care how big or small your fucking carrots are. As long as they're not too giant, you're fine. That's my bad. Always refuse to be the one to clean it. Whenever I clean bok choy. Oh. Yeah, bok choy kind of sucks to clean because you have to like get into the core. And there's like a lot of dirt in the core. So, when you cut carrots for stir fry, for anything really, if you're gonna do a stir fry, I cut it diagonally. And you don't want to make these carrot slices too big or too thick, because carrots take a long time to cook. I guess it depends on what you're cooking. Alright. Is there, you might find some friends? Yeah. You might find some friends and you might get E. coli, and we don't want that. So, you fan it out after you cut it, right? So you fan it out. And then you just cut them into nice stick-like shapes. You might want it this way. And then we got some nice sticks for stir fry. Wow, that's so much easier. Yeah, so much easier. Instead of having to cut it into a fucking little block and then, you know, have to like measure it. Yeah, it looks exactly the same. So. But if you were in fine dining, like it would matter because they're paying you a lot of money, and they're all the exact same size. And this, if we were making a stock, we would just keep this, but we're not. Oh, this can be a good treat for him. Here, Lou, you want a piece of carrot? Here you go. You gonna take it? Take it? Take it? You can have it. Do you want it? Here, it's yours. I know, he's probably like, that's not cheese. There you go. Yeah. Now he's gonna take it somewhere. He'll do one or two things. He'll take it somewhere and he'll leave it there, or he'll actually eat it. Yeah, right now he doesn't really know what to do with it. Speaking of the industry, I would have really liked to have worked in like a Michelin star restaurant. I feel like that was more of my expertise. But we didn't really have a fine dining restaurant here. We probably do. I just gotta look. I don't think we have a Michelin star restaurant here. But something that was more, I wish I went into something that was more fine dining. As much as I loved the Asian restaurant that I was at. And can I do it now? Probably not. I need a bigger cutting board. I'm making such a mess. Red Lobster. I've always have wanted to work at like a Red Lobster or like an Applebee's or like a TGI Fridays. I'm glad I didn't, but I did at one point wanted to see how shitty it was to work at one of those places. Like, it probably wouldn't be far off from Chipotle when we all worked at Chipotle together. Those were some fun times. Chipotle. I went to the area where our Chipotle was, and it's not there anymore. Our Chipotle is not there anymore. I forgot what it is now. But yeah, we were there hunting for cardboard. one day, and we drove up to that area, and it's not there. It's not there. Dang, I bought a lot of carrots. Bought a lot of big. First time chat. What up, pizza party? Don't change. Just put everything in the microwave. That's what I'm thinking. Cause I never worked at a chain restaurant, so I think they just got Chef Mike's everywhere. You know. That's what I'm thinking. Like they probably just bring it out of the bag. It's still there. Is it? Yo, I literally went there like a couple weeks ago. And I don't think the GNC is there either. Or the C and whatever that powdered place you guys always got the C4 from. I mean, no hate, but I could do that myself. Yeah. Yeah, you just ate there? No way. I need to go back there then. Yeah, is it still good? Was it as good as our time when we were there? Probably wasn't. I made the best chicken. Olive Garden's a Michelin star restaurant?
No, but in our area,
that's what popped up when you put it in? Hey, I like Olive Garden. Yeah, nothing beats the chicken I made, man. The juiciest chicken. The juiciest chicken.
I did find a blog that showcases some of the best restaurants that might qualify for a Michelin
star.
But haven't yet.
What are the restaurants that might qualify for a Michelin star? I might know them. We are not in Vancouver. Is that the name of the restaurant?
No.
Yeah, like Olive Garden unlimited soups and salad is pretty bomb. Maybe tomorrow for Mother's Day. Demi? I've never been to Demi's.
I just looked at it's in Minneapolis.
Okay.
Alma?
Aula? Or
A-L-M-A.
oh, Alma?
Yes.
Yeah.
New follower, Fluffy Milky.
Who? Fluffy Milk Tea?
Milky.
Fluffy Milky?
Yes.
Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Making some yakisoba. I'm about to cut my finger cutting like this. I just want as much carrots as I can get. Dog. Welcome if you're new. Thank you, Fluffy Milky. Welcome.
Other ones,
What? Yakisoba with shrimp? No, yakisoba with chashu is what we're doing. Or chicken. Yakisoba with chicken and chashu. I was thinking about a seafood yakisoba, but my wife's not really big into seafood. So we didn't get any seafood.
There's Travail.
Oh, Travail?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Travail definitely will probably be a Michelin star if they tried for it.
Kaiseki Furukawa.
Say that one more time.
Furukawa.
Is it kaiseki?
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say? Kaiseki? Okay. Does she like scallops? No, she don't like any.
Fried scallops I do like.
She don't like any seafood. She's lying.
Fried scallops?
She is lying.
No, remember we had them when we were at producer son's wedding?
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess she likes scallops. That's the only time she has liked it, had any interest in seafood, was scallops. You're kind of the same? What? You don't like fish? Oh yeah, that's right, you don't like fish. I forgot. Whenever we want a sushi, we can never go get it, because you are a hater. Yeah, she does not like seafood. Yeah, she's easing into seafood. She just hasn't had good seafood. That's all.
Other restaurants are
Say that one more time. Muriel? Muriel? M-Y what?
Muriel would work.
I think that's Muriel.
Okay. I've never seen it with a Y.
Yeah.
And then the last one that they say could potentially be a 1-star is a Owami N.
Oh.
O-W-A-M-N-I.
O-W what?
O-W-A-M-N-I.
Owami?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard of that one either.
Well,
It's Asian?
yeah, Minneapolis.
It's probably omakase.
Probably.
You've been getting a lot of omakases here in Minnesota in the past couple of years. I haven't gone to any of them, but I should go to some of them. Okay, we can throw away all this. To Louisiana, eat some crawfish. Yeah, I love seafood boils. What's an omakase? An omakase is the Japanese version of like a tasting menu. So like when you go to a tasting menu, it'll be like coursed out, like first course, second course, third course, main entree, dessert. And omakase is the same thing, but it's an Asian thing, and it's usually with sushi. So like they'll do the thing with the fish. They'll make the fish in front of you, and they'll put it on your plate. You'll eat it. Yeah, omakases would probably be something that I would do if I went back, because it's definitely a little bit more intimate, because you're cooking for the people that are like sitting like in front of you and stuff. You can talk to them and like ask them how it is, and like really engage the people that you're feeding. Go to omakase? Yeah, I'm like me and Mo Day. We were gonna go one, but they didn't have enough time, so we didn't go. All right, so that is all the carrots. Your timer's, it's already been an hour?
Yeah.
Dang. It's all right, we don't have to take a break yet. What are people saying? Q-Mo Day at Shiro in Seattle. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more omakases on the coast. East Coast, West Coast. So it's kind of cool that like Minnesota, like people have been trying to do omakases here in like the middle of the country, you know. Not a lot of water. Really kind of hard to get fish. How long do you think your dish will take to make? So yakisoba actually doesn't take a long time. Um, like it's just a stir fry noodle dish. The prep though, like I'm just prepping everything out, so that's why like it's gonna take a hot minute because I still gotta cut this cabbage. I still gotta make yakisoba sauce. I still gotta make chashu, which I already made some chashu, but I'm just gonna show you guys how to make some chashu. I gotta cut some chicken. But the cook time to make a yakisoba is roughly like 5 to 10 minutes. You know, it doesn't take too long to make an actual yakisoba. But I'm showing everything from start to finish, prep wise, things that you know you probably don't have on hand.
If you were making this for just like yourself, real quick, estimate
For me, yeah, probably like 10 minutes. If I was just gonna make it for me, you know, I wouldn't even be cutting these nicely. I would just like rough chop everything, put it in a pan, heat it up, throw whatever protein you want in it, throw in the noodles, throw in the sauce, toss it up. Yeah. But I'm just cutting everything kind of nicer, just how it would be cut in like a restaurant. That's kind of how I'm like preparing the ingredients. But yeah, like the cook time, it's not long, 10 minutes tops for a yakisoba, and it's usually done on a flat top. But I'll be doing it in a saute pan. What is omakase? Explain to a southerner, please. Yeah, an omakase. Yeah, I just explained it. So, an omakase is just like it's a tasting menu. So you pay like $100, and you sit in front of a sushi chef, and he just makes you like a whole bunch of different stuff. That's really what it is. And you get to talk to the chef while he's like making you like sushi rolls, and like maybe he'll make you like rice bowls, and then like you'll finish with like a soup or whatever. And then at the very end, maybe he'll give you a dessert. It's really cool. If you can go to omakase, I would say go try it. But they can be pretty expensive. Omakases, like I think the omakase that we were going to go to here, I think it was gonna cost us $150 a person. I think.
it was like 75 a person.
Okay, yes, it was 75 a person, and it came up to like it would be $150 for like me and my wife. Yeah. But somebody didn't have enough time. All right, carrots are cut. We still gotta cut the cabbage. I'm just looking for lids. Looking for lids. All right, lids. Last veggie is this giant cabbage. Now remember, like yakisoba, you can have any type of veggies you want. It doesn't have to be onions. It doesn't have to be carrots. It don't have to be cabbage. You know, you can go get zucchini. You can go get cucumbers. Whatever veggies you want in it. I'm just showing you guys what I like to eat in a yakisoba. So, if you don't like cabbage, you don't have to get cabbage. But because we got cabbage, we gotta cut it and wash it. just like bok choy, there can be dirt in cabbage. So always check your veggies, wash your veggies, all right? And sometimes when you get a cabbage, some of the leaves on the outer might be wilted. So I usually like to peel off the first layer of cabbage, and it will usually indicate to me kind of how clean it is. So we got a little bit of dirt here, but overall it's pretty good. And then we can just throw this away. Yeah, learn new things every stream. That's why I'm here. You know, I really hate what social media has done to my industry. You know, it's a lot of false in some of the social media stuff. But there are some truths to some of the people. It's not all false. All right, so how I'm cutting this, we're just gonna quarter all this, and we're gonna cut out the core. You don't want that. This is the core of a cabbage. It's really hard. So we're just cutting it off. Garbage. Garbage. More garbage. Garbage. Why does good food take so long to make, but so quick to eat? Yes. The best food takes the longest to make, man. Oh, how true that comment is. All right, cabbage. Nothing fancy here. We're just chopping. We want all the veggies to kind of be the same shape. So that's what we're doing. You know, we don't want to eat something that's this big when we cut something that's this big. What's the best tasting quick food to make? I don't know. It depends on what's in the fridge. Really? If the fridge was packed with ingredients and we had it on hand, the quickest thing to make for me to eat would be this that you're seeing right now. Yeah.
What's your favorite dish?
My favorite dish to make? Oh, it's probably ramen. As much as I talk shit about how much I hate making it, I love it. I love ramen.
Did they ask what's your favorite dish to make though?
Yeah, my favorite dish to make. Yeah. Like I love making ramen. Like ramen soup and stuff. Like if I knew how to make noodles, like ramen noodles, I definitely would make ramen noodles. But I don't have a $15,000 machine that can roll noodles for me. Which reminds me, my next stream, I might do a shio ramen. I might do a chicken style ramen, not a pork style. I've never done it before, but I've always seen it. I've always seen it being made, but I personally have never made like a chicken style like shio ramen. So that's probably going to be the next stream that I do because I miss eating shio ramen. Like if I'm not eating tonkotsu ramen, like my favorite ramen would be shio ramen. I need drug ramen. Yeah, didn't you learn your lesson after those ribs? But we'll see. It's still in the works. I might stream next weekend. I might not. We're shooting a podcast. I'm helping a friend shoot a podcast, so it depends on, I guess, how tired I am or how not tired I am. So, but, you know, chicken ramen takes a lot less time than tonkotsu ramen. So we might do shio ramen next week. And remember, when you cook cabbage, like, it does shrink, so it doesn't have to be so small when you're cutting your cabbage. Also, cabbage is a very Japanese vegetable. So. Square cap? Did you say square cabbage? Yeah, it doesn't mean they got square cabbage. I mean, they probably do. Still waiting for you to get me. Will be great time for that shio ramen. Yo, ST, whenever you come up, you know, I'll make it for you. But you gotta come up for it. What? It probably does not exist. Square cabbage. And so I know that you're seeing me throw the cabbage in the sink, but there is a strainer in here. I'm not just throwing cabbage in a sink. We are done with the cabbage. So, my parents are like wanting to come up in June-ish, but I'm trying to work it out because no PTO left. Bro, you should come up. You should come up now. You should come up next week or 2 weeks. If you come up, I buy VIP. Alright, so all the cabbage is cut. I'm just running some water through it all. And we'll get tidied up a little bit. But yeah, always wash your veggies. You know, I hate it if I get sick eating a veggie. It doesn't feel so good, you know? I told them that's exactly what you would say when I told them. Yeah, man. I was wondering why you were throwing cabbage into the sink. Yeah, there's a strainer in here. I'm throwing it in a strainer. All right, we will mise en place a little bit. All right, knife. We'll probably replace this towel. Yeah, this will be a good time to take a break. Yeah, we'll take a break here. We'll probably take a quick 5-minute break. I'm just gonna get this cleaned up a little bit, and then we'll start. Yeah, we'll make the protein and stuff, and we'll do sauce last. But yeah, we'll take a 5-minute break. We'll come back. We'll start preparing some of the proteins, and then we'll prepare some of the sauce, and then after we do all that, we'll make some stir-fried noodles. So don't go away. Stick around. we're back. So we're gonna make some chashu. All right, I love chashu. Some good old pork belly. So what chashu is just braised. It's a braised piece of pork. It doesn't have to be pork belly. It could be the butt. It could be the shoulder. It could be something else. But I love pork belly. So that's what we're gonna do. So we got a pan. We're gonna make some sauce for this, and then we're gonna throw it in the oven. So chashu, it's pretty easy. You know, you just gotta make sure you got a nice piece of meat. Usually we're looking for skin off. And the skin's off on this, so it's pretty good. Will it fit both of these? Oh, I think it will. Beautiful. It fit both of them. All right, just gonna wash the hands a little bit. Fit both of what? Oh, you know. You know. So, for the chashu liquid, soy sauce, mirin, dark soy sauce, some water, and that's really it. I have some pre-made already. We're just gonna dump this in. The dark soy sauce is gonna give it a nice color. So you don't really want a lot of dark soy, but it's gonna give it a nice, beautiful color. We can take this. This is just pork fat. Yeah. PTSD of what? That is a double-edged sword. Sorry, died. Fit Bofa also can't type. PTSD from what? Bofa? We're just gonna add a little bit more soy. A little bit more mirin. If you want, you can add like a citrus. You can add some like orange juice, lime juice, lemon juice. Citrus will be really good, but we just want some nice salty pork. So this is all we're gonna do. We're gonna add a little bit of water to it. So it's just gonna help it not, what's the word I'm looking for? Dry out. Yeah. Well, because when you put it in the oven, the liquid can evaporate. So you just want a little bit of water in it, just so that it's nice and good. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. What you can do is you can put like a paper towel on top so that it can like really submerge it all, but you don't have to do that. Some people do, some people don't. Where is my tin foil? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Am I blind? I had it over here. I might have. Oh, I see it. Okay. Tin foil. And we're just gonna cover it. Cover it good. Yeah, I was the one that moved it. And we're just gonna make some holes on the top. All right. Oven is preset to 350, 5 hours. 350 for 5 hours is what you want. And I know you guys are wondering, 5 hours? We can't wait for 5 hours. So I made some chashu last night. It's the same thing. So when it comes out, it's gonna look like this. Nice dark color. This is what you want. after 5 hours. It will look like this after 5 hours. And this dog is sniffing my butt. This is what you want. It's super soft. We can probably cut it right now because it's so soft. We'll use this one. And get this chashu ready. Is this just bake? Or like some fancy convection baking thing? No, it's just bake. Yeah, just set your oven to 350 and just leave it for 5 hours. But after 5 hours, you have to let it cool. Oh no, yeah. Don't preheat your oven for 5 hours. Unless you want your house to be warm. But yeah, but this is what it looks like after 5 hours and it cools. This is what it looks like. So this is what you want. Yeah, it's nice, soft. You can cut it into thick pieces, small pieces. We're gonna like actually kind of dice it, is what we're gonna do. So yeah, I'm just cutting it into this. And I'm just gonna dice it like this. Yeah, the dog is definitely sniffing. Why does it smell so good, Dad? Well, it's chashu. So yeah, so this is what we're doing. We're just cutting it to cube pieces. So in the restaurants when we make ramen, right? And we do the rolls, sometimes the end pieces aren't very nice. So we chop up the end pieces and we make yakisobas out of it. And that's how we got the chashu that we need for the yakisoba. Yeah, and when we make ramen, we'll be making more chashu like this. Yeah, my favorite thing to eat in the world is this stuff right here. But it takes so long to make. This dog scared me. It sounded like he was gonna throw up for a second. And we're not looking for fancy dice. Like, we just want a rough chop. We're just cooking for home. It don't gotta look good. Nobody's paying me thousands of dollars to make it look good. I don't know if Gongzi is still in the chat, but this is what his money goes to. to buy more chashu. No Michelin star chashu? Yeah. I almost chopped off my fingers. I will never cut my fingers, honestly. The reason why people cut their fingers in the kitchen is because they don't bear claw. If you bear claw, you will never cut your fingers. Bear claw. Always bear claw. Your knife will always hit the knuckle because you're using bear claw. The reason why people cut their fingers is because they're doing this. And when they cut, they'll cut their fingers. If you bear claw, you can hold on to whatever you're cutting and you'll never cut your fingers. So always remember to bear claw. Let's see how this tastes. It's so soft. Yeah, 5 hours, you'll get the softest meat. All right, so that's ready. we're gonna cut the chicken. Oh, you can see his his reflection. What cut of pork to make? You can use any, honestly, you can use any type of cut. You know, it's just how you prepare it. You just want to braise it. So like I was saying earlier, you can use pork belly. You can use the pork butt, which is like the shoulder. You can even use like the ribs. You know, you can do chashu with the ribs. Any cut, really. Oh, your roommate has a pork intolerance? Yo, I feel so bad. Like, if I can never eat pork again, I would be so sad. Like, pork is my number one protein is pork. Oh, just a lactose intolerant? Yeah. It's a thing. Cut. We're gonna change cutting boards. I almost hit myself in the face. We're gonna get some chicken. Some chicken going. Let's move everything. So this is not cooked. We're gonna have to cook this. Allergic to mangoes? Oh, super rip. Super rip. I love mango. That's like one of my favorite fruits. Mangoes. I love mangoes. And whenever you're messing with chicken, always wash your hands. Always wash your hands. We might need a bigger pot to cook the chicken. Let's see. Do we have? Oh yeah, we do. There we go. We'll use this pot to cook the chicken. Yeah, my wife is lactose intolerant. It doesn't stop her from eating good stuff that I make, though. That uses heavy cream or like ice cream. Yeah, you can take a pill for it. Some of my friends have the pill, and they take the pill, but it doesn't work all the time. They've told me, the friends that have the pill. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just trimming some of the fat off these chicken thighs, and you can use whatever cut you want. My favorite cut of a chicken is the thighs. Just like my favorite part on a woman is the thighs. So, I know a lot of people like breasts out there, but it's about those thighs. That's where the flavor's at. So. What? Yeah, we're talking about chickens. What do you think I was talking about? I was talking about chickens this whole time. So yeah, I'm just trimming off the fat. If you want the fat on, you can leave it on, but I usually trim the fat off the thighs. Yeah, and I'm doing a bad job at it too, so. But that's okay. I'm not in the restaurant, just at home. Thick thighs, am I right? Yup. Yep, you are. Thick with 2 C's. Yeah, these thighs that I bought, these are pretty thick. Which is good. Got my money's worth. So I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just gonna like kind of cube up the chicken. Yeah, nothing fancy here. We're just gonna cube this up. Sometimes there'll be bones when they debone it, so just feel around the chicken. There might still be a little bit of bones here and there, and it might just be like a tendon. Might not even be a bone. But I did feel a bone there, so. Are there any bones in here? No bones. Which is good. Man, these are some big boys. Some thick pieces. So yeah, one of the questions earlier was like, you know, favorite thing to make. If I had everything on hand, like it would be this. I could eat this all day. But like I have to prepare it, like so I have to cut chicken. I gotta cut veggies. I gotta find good noodles. All right, no bones. Oh, we got a bone. So I'm just gonna cut that piece off. And just toss it in the garbage. Go back to cutting this chicken. I know this dog is being such a good boy. But it's because no one's here. It's just me and my wife and our roommate. I think our roommate's still here. So he's very, you know, he's being a very good boy. But when there's people here, he will do whatever he can to love up on everybody. It's just, you know, puppy energy. You know, that's what it is. He's still a puppy. I eventually want to put him on kind of like a raw diet instead of like dog food, so that I can make his food. But I still have to like look into that. Like I probably still have to buy like supplements and like powders for like some other nutrients that dogs might need. And that might be a YouTube thing. So ST, you might have some work. Oh yeah, also all the YouTube stuff. I don't know if you looked at it yet, but everything should be working. It does upload to YouTube now. It should. Yeah. It should be there whenever you want to take a look at it. But yeah, right now we're just on Twitch. We will eventually branch out to YouTube. Other platforms like maybe TikTok. I don't know yet. Is TikTok still a thing? Yeah. Did they get bought out yet or something, or? I thought TikTok was shutting down.
They're trying to ban it in America. It is not banned yet.
Oh, okay.
A bill.
Okay. That makes more sense. Some soap. Whenever you handle chicken, always wash your hands. Always wash everything that you're messing with. So, this chicken, we're just gonna do salt, pepper, maybe some garlic powder, whatever I have lying around. This dog is so cute, just laying on the mat like this. Do I have salt and pepper? Oh, they're right here. I got them. salt, pepper, some garlic powder. Last time I heard they were getting banned. Yeah. I think I dug my finger in a little too deep. Some garlic powder. Yeah, we'll give it some color. We'll do some dark soy to give it some color. And then we'll do a little bit of brown sugar so I can get a little bit of caramelization when I put these in. My nail! The salt dug in too deep. So just a little sprinkle of this. We'll put this back. We'll mix all this together. It's got some nice color now. It's a little darker, which is what we want. Just gonna massage it. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Yeah, so it's like I want to do TikTok stuff, but like I always hear. Yeah, but I guess we can do shorts on Facebook, right? Yeah, so that's what we can do. Instagram's got shorts. So it's not we're not just stuck for TikTok. Alright, so this is all marinated. Gonna wash these hands. Alright, you wanna switch cameras for them? I will start cooking. Are we switched? Cool. Alright, fire, pan. We'll get this going a little bit. My nail. I'm such a bitch. Alright, we're gonna get a little bit of oil in here. I got some nice peanut oil. Now we want this hot, right? You know, we're looking for color. We're looking for color, so we want a hot pan. My nail. God, I'm such a bitch. What time did I put in this chashu? I forgot to set a timer. Yeah. 20 minutes, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ouch. There's a little bit of water in this pot. So that's why it's spiking, making so much noise. That's the plan. All right, nice, hot. Throw in the chicken. Spread it out. And we're just gonna let it sit. Do not touch. Just gonna wash some of this stuff. I guess we can move this because we use the chicken for this. We'll grab a different towel over here. The cabbage. Put the cabbage over here. Yeah, so you guys can see the chicken's cooking, and it's okay to not touch it. You want to create the Maillard reaction. Maillard reaction? I think that's what it's called. And that's just the browning of meats. Brown is flavor. Burnt is not. A big difference from browning and burnt. And what we're trying to get is browning on at least one side of the chicken. Yeah. But we want Maillard reaction. The other thing is, don't be afraid of fire, right? Don't be afraid of the stove. A lot of people fear cooking because, you know, they're afraid that they're gonna burn something. But don't be afraid. You got time. There's always time. All right, washing that. All right, everything is almost ready. Everything. And see, you might want to touch it, but don't. You don't want to touch it quite yet. To give it a little bit more time. Color is flavor. See, even me, I'm getting antsy because I want to touch it. But we can give it about another minute. It looks like it's getting there. Dog is so cute. He is being such a good boy, this dog. He has never been this good. Especially because I'm talking to you guys too. He's usually always a butthole to me. Because, you know, he can't see that I'm talking to you guys. Alright, we're gonna give this a flip. Oh, beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see, but we've gotten some color. And that's what we want on some of the pieces. And if you want to cook this all the way, you can cook it all the way. You know, you don't have to cook it all the way because you're gonna throw it back with all your stir fry stuff. But if you're unsure and you're scared of, you know, like messing with proteins and stuff, then yeah, go ahead and cook your chicken all the way. You don't want to get sick. Lou never got any chashu. Yeah, I know. He can't eat it. He's gonna have all the diarrhea. He's gonna have all the diarrhea if he eats it. And my wife will kill me. Because my wife will be the one cleaning it up. Move some of this stuff. This chicken is looking real good though. Yeah, should we get a dog cam? Maybe we get a dog cam for this little guy. I mean, he's not really a little guy. He's kind of big, but maybe we grab a dog cam. I don't know where I would put it for him. Chicken is almost there. Chicken probably needs another minute. Oh! Oh. See, just like that.
I dropped something.
What did you drop? Oh.
I was gonna see if I can't. He's gonna lay over here. Maybe see.
Scare the shit out of me.
That's what I'm good at. That's a live suit.
Lulu. Come. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. No, don't give me kisses. All right, we should grab a plate for this chicken. Chicken is done. We'll just let it hang out here. All right, we no longer need this pan. The chicken is looking good. Maybe we taste. Yeah, that's perfect. So, chicken's ready. Chashu's ready.
Stay there.
Veggies ready. We gotta make yakisoba sauce. So, yakisoba sauce, you're kind of looking at like a sweet, tangy type flavor. So, we need to use some of this. We'll do probably about a third. No, we'll do half. Half of this. So it can be takoyaki sauce. It can be tonkatsu sauce. It can be okonomiyaki sauce. It's all pretty much almost the same thing. What this is like a sweet or like what's the best way to explain this sauce? It's like a sweet vinegary barbecue sauce. Yeah. So, we'll use that. We're going to use some ketchup because ketchup has some vinegar, some nice acidic flavors. So, we'll use a little bit of ketchup. Some soy. A little bit of soy. A little bit of mirin. We'll do some salt and some pepper. So just a little bit of salt, not a lot. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. And then some brown sugar. And the reason why we want brown sugar is so that we can get some color on our noodles. So a little bit of brown sugar. A little bit of brown sugar goes a long way. And yeah, I don't know if we got the cam set up for it. Oh, it's all right. Just Lucian. Good boy. He wants to play. That's fine. And we're just gonna whisk this up. So just take a whisk, poke at it, make sure everything gets mixed. You want to know what we should have got? We should have bought a small ladle Like a 1 ounce ladle. And that's it. Our yakisoba sauce. It's all mixed. Very easy. There's also yakisoba. If you go to an Asian store, they might have yakisoba sauce. But if they don't, you can just do what I just did right here. Use some takoyaki sauce, some ketchup, some sugar, soy mirin. That's all it is. And if you want, you can taste. Yeah, bussin'. You can probably use more ketchup, actually. If you don't want to use ketchup, you can use a vinegar, like rice wine vinegar, an American vinegar. All that works. He's finally laying down. Can you see him? Yeah? That's good. A little taste. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, everything is ready. Oh, I guess I can talk to you guys about noodles first before we start. So, you can use any kind of noodles you want. We found these at the Asian store. It's actually labeled as yakisoba. Are you on this camera? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you can use this. Or you can use the good stuff. You can use this too. But this one you have to cook it. I believe these are already cooked. So you just gotta figure out if the noodles are already cooked or if they're not cooked. But if you buy these noodles are definitely, you're gonna have to cook these noodles. So we're gonna use these noodles. We're gonna be a little bougie today. And yeah, we're gonna use this pan. Gonna grab some water. Yeah, I will. The side closer to the camera, right? Like this side? Like this? Yeah. So we're gonna get our water going. Do I have condiments? I think I do in the fridge. So we're just gonna cover this so it can boil faster. We'll wipe this board. So we are ready to start cooking, actually cooking. So yeah, so let's talk about the industry a little bit before we cook. So all this that you saw right here, all this prep time that you saw, you don't see this in the industry, right? When you go to a restaurant, they just cook food and you just get it right then and there, you know. But all of this, imagine doing all of this on a bigger scale. You're looking at least like an hour, 2 to 3 hours of like prep time. You know, and that's all the restaurant industry really is. It's just like a lot of prep time. And how much time do you want towards your prep time? You know, you don't really see that either with social media cooks. Like they'll do a TikTok video, right? And it's like 10 seconds, this, 10 seconds, this, 10 seconds of this, and then you see the finished product. But cooking's not that easy. You know, and the reason why it's not easy is because there's so much, you know, prep time. And that's what people don't understand is there's so much prep time. But that's also the beauty of cooking is all this prep time that you have to do for it, you know. Do we have sesame oil? I think I do have sesame oil. Yep, I do. Some pure sesame oil. We're gonna wait for the water to get boiling, and then yeah, we'll start yakisoba. So the stream hasn't been too long, has it? 2 hours? Yeah, I don't want to, like, I know a lot of people like to stream for a really long time, but for me, like, I like to keep it as short as I can, you know? You're adjusting the doggy camera?
Yeah, if he's gonna be on this side, I may as well.
Oh, I don't know. He was sleeping over here fine.
Yeah, and then I dropped him like an idiot.
You said it. Oh, let's see if I have mayo. I do. We got mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Let's see if I still have Benny Shoga. Do I still have Benny? I do. Just a little bit. QP, yep. So it might sound weird, but they use this for this dish. It's delicious. Don't hate on it yet, all right? It's delicious. Trust me. It is delicious. Perfect. Well, it's water cooked. How does this camera look? Maybe I zoom in a little bit. We'll zoom in just a little bit. All right, we'll turn on the fire. We'll start cooking. Some oil. You don't need a lot of oil, because remember, we got a lot of pork fat from the chashu. So you only want enough oil to cook the carrots, the onions, and the cabbage. Oh, I was rated? By who? Get Cream Delish. Thank you so much for the raid, man. We are at the final stages of cooking. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody that came in. We're about to make some yakisoba. You guys came in at the perfect time. So what we want is we want heat. And when you know that it's ready, you'll see some steam coming out from your saute pan. And that's when you know that it's ready. How's your night going? It's going great. Yeah, it's going great. We got Doggo Cam set up. Doggo's playing. We've prepped everything. We're about to cook. We're about to eat. So you guys came in at the perfect time. You guys get to see the fanciness of what I'm about to show you guys. No steam yet, but it's probably really hot. There's a little bit of steam. So, onions, carrots. It's gonna make some noise. That's what you want. Beautiful noise, right? And carrots take a long time to cook, so you don't want to throw in your cabbage right away. So we want this to cook down just a little bit. We're gonna add a little bit of pepper. And remember, leave it. We want color. If we move it around too much, you know, we're not gonna get a lot of color. We're just gonna take a handful of cabbage and it's gonna go right on top. Oh, do I have sake? I do. I do have sake. And for a little bit more flavor, you can add in a little bit of alcohol. It's gonna make some noise. And that's a good thing. You want noise from your saute pan, right? So we're just gonna flip. You want color. It's okay if we got man down, our water's boiled. So we got colors on our veggies. We're gonna grab a handful of chashu, the pork. We're just gonna toss it in. You can add in however much you want. If you're a meat eater like me, more chashu. If you're not, less chashu. And this is actually kind of vegetarian too. Like you don't have to add in a protein. Like all of this is vegan without the meat. So you vegan, if you guys are vegans out there, you can make this, eat it, and it's a good meal. It has all the things you need. Whether it's proteins, nutrients. So our water is going. We have to cook our noodles. So let's get this cooking. Meat eater, the only way I get my greens is from grass-fed beef. Yeah, that's me too. So we're gonna get our noodles in. We'll set, a timer for like 1:30. We'll keep this moving. Do I have chopsticks? They're somewhere around. I just want to move the noodles a little bit in this water so that it's kind of submerged. I probably should have used more water, but it's okay. So. And if your saute pan, if it seems like it's getting really, really dry, you can just add in more sake. If your pan's getting really dry, you hear a nice sizzle. And just give this a toss. Yeah. Nice toss. Perfect. Yeah, color is flavor. We got 15 seconds on these noodles. All right, that's ready. Let's grab these noodles. We're just gonna drain out as much water as we can. If you don't have a noodle basket, you could just use a strainer. Just throw your noodles in the strainer. Then we'll shake. All that color. All right, noodles in. Our yakisoba sauce. You want a good amount. Mix. You want that sauce to be like really spread. And you don't have to use chopsticks. You can use whatever utensil you have, but we use chopsticks here. All right, so now what we want to do is we want this to just sit. Do not touch it. You might think you're burning it, but you're just gonna give it some color. We just want color, right? So let it cook, let it do its thing. But what you want is the Maillard reaction. So I'm just gonna get a plate ready. All right, moment of truth. We're gonna flip it. And hopefully we get some color on these noodles. Oh, yeah, we did. Perfect. I don't know if you guys can see. We got nice char colors on the noodles. All right, we're gonna turn this off. Can you switch cameras? Yep. Okay. Because I'm gonna play it on this side. So you guys can't see it yet. Because I'm not left-handed either. So we're gonna put on the noodles first. Oh, okay. I guess it all just came out at once. But we're gonna put on the noodles and then we're gonna flip the proteins and stuff to the side of it. So it would have looked a little better, but that's all right because we can just do this a little bit. And we'll clean it up a little bit. Nice pile of noodles. We'll garnish with some green onions on top. The reason why I think Japanese people love green onions is because a lot of the food that they make is really dark. So the green onions really stand out when they put color on it. So beni shoga, just a little bit for the side. And then some Kewpie mayo, just a nice drizzle on top. And that's it. Chashu yakisoba. Beni is ginger. Yeah, Beni is ginger. Beni is ginger. We're gonna give this one a try. Yeah, the nice noodles. Oh yeah. Mmm. Yeah. This is where it's at. This is the ultimate Japanese comfort food. It doesn't get better than yakisoba. Mm. Chase it with some beni. And don't forget to feed the wife. I know. I will bring some over. Don't worry. So that is a chashu one. Let's make a chicken one. Because we made some chicken meat. So I'm gonna bring this over to the wife. Here you go. There's a little bit of mayonnaise on it, but
That's okay.
alright, let's make a chicken one. Let's wash this pan real quick. You know, it's a non-stick. Yo, I thought this pan was non-stick. This ain't coming off. Oh, there we go. Got it. Alright, we'll dry it off. Yeah, I feel like I'm back at the restaurant again. We had to wash our own pans. we didn't well, we had a dishwasher, but we had to wash our own pans. Because we made so many, you know. Alright, so wife, you can pan back to the other camera. We'll do a chicken one. Do I still have nudes? I still have nudes. Least favorite thing, dishes? Yeah. That's what the wife's for. What protein was the last one? It was pork, so it's chashu. I'll show it because on this camera. So this is chashu, so it's slow braised pork belly is what that protein was. So we made this earlier in the stream, but I had some ready. This takes about 5 hours to do if you want to do this type of protein. All right, pan's on. We're gonna need some oil because we're doing chicken. You know, we don't have the oils from the fat. We'll get some more water. For the noodles. We'll cover. Pan is almost there. Almost there. Oh, yeah. So we got some steam. So we'll throw in our veggies. Yeah, that nice sizzle. That is what you want to hear. Throw in some black pepper. We'll give it a nice little toss. Now we'll let that cook. We'll wait for this water. Everything's ready. Our mise en place is looking good. All right, we're getting some good color. We're gonna grab a handful of cabbage. Do a little bit more cabbage. And at this point, your veggies are probably gonna get kind of dried out. So we're just gonna add some cooking sake to it. Yeah, mise en place. Mise en place is a word we used a lot in culinary school. And it's just organization is what it means, mise en place. All right, water is ready. Come see, come sa. That's means so, I think. Come see, come sa. The water is good. The veggies are looking good. We're just gonna grab a handful of chicken. My hands are clean. Yeah, you can't really have a messy works. Well, you can, but they'll talk to you about it. All right, we're just gonna leave that here so it can get some color. I need a new pan. This handle's getting wobbly. All right, let's turn up the water. We'll get our noodles in. Do a minute 30 for these noodles. Where are my chopsticks? Oh, I gave them to the wife. That's right. Grab some new chopsticks. Just gonna move the noodles in the water. The dog is waiting. He's like, Dad, you're flipping. I know some's gonna hit the ground. It's not, my dog. None of it will hit the floor. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I have to finish getting the food truck packed, but thank you so much for sharing your time. Hey, thank you so much for rating, man. I will definitely come and check your channel out. Thank you so much. Thank you guys that came from that channel over. Staying and watching. Get these noodles. Yeah, see the dog? He's looking. And he's like, come on, Dad. I know you dropped some. Alright, this is good. So we're just draining some of this water out. Doggo can't back up. Oh, look at all that color. Look at all that color. Beautiful. And glob of noodles. Our yakisoba sauce. All over the noodles. Try to get it all mixed up. We want some color on these noodles. Our sauce is mixed in pretty good. This is a very important part. As much as you think you might be burning it, you want to leave it so it can get some color. When it gets those nice crunchy bits. It's also the reason why we use the brown sugar. The brown sugar will help it caramelize. It also takes like some of the sour and the acidityness away. So it's good balance. And that's what you want in food. Unity. You want balance and unity when you're making food. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if there's some color. Bam! Oh yeah! That's what we want. Nice color. So long. 5 minutes might be too long. So if you want a good time reference, you're looking at about 3 minutes. Let it sit for about 3 minutes and then give it a flip. But yeah, you see this color? All the nice brown bits? That's what you're looking for. This is the reason why I had to make all these back in the restaurant. Customers requested me to make it for them. At least our regulars did. Our regular customers requested me to make it for them. But yeah, that looks good. We'll get a plate ready. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, we can pan back to the other camera, my beautiful wife. All Alright. So we're just gonna plate this on a plate. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're just gonna clean up the sides a little bit. Make it nice, uniform. Nice and uniform. Some green onions. Some Beni Shoga. Just on the side here. Not a lot of people like Beni Shoga. I'm actually someone that don't like Beni Shoga either. But I love eating it with this. It's the only time I eat Beni Shoga. Some mayonnaise. Bam! Chicken yakisoba. Let me take a quick picture because we gotta do the Instagram thing. And producer son will usually be the one taking photos and stuff, but I totally forgot that he's not here, so I gotta take some photos, some nice photos. You know, maybe move out all these things. We'll have the chopsticks here. Oh. All right, just a couple photos. Let's dig in. Oh man, ultimate Japanese comfort food, yakisoba. Yeah, nice pull up. Oh yeah. Coming over? Bet. You guys can if you want. It is. If you want to learn how to cook, this is a very easy dish for beginners. Just not the chashu, maybe. But if you just want, some chicken, maybe even some beef like slices and stuff, you can use that. Like chashu. Chashu is not a beginner thing. But you can definitely attempt to make chashu. Breaking the crust for the stream is plus 10. Yeah. So when you eat the yakisoba, chase it with the ginger. It might not seem like a good thing, but a little bit of the ginger goes a long way with the yakisoba. Oh man, I miss it. This is bringing back so many memories, like the good times in the restaurants. The chicken's good. The noodles are good. The mayonnaise. So, that's yakisoba, guys. Thank you guys for coming here to hang out with us. Learn a thing or two about Japanese food, Japanese comfort food. We'll be streaming, if not next week, the week after. We'll see. I'll think about it. Depends on what producer San wants, and depends on how crazy this podcast is gonna be that I'm doing with a couple friends. I'll post a link on it somewhere on the socials. Do you know what the next food is? Yeah, it's gonna be really special. It's gonna be my first time making shio ramen. So, don't miss it. I've seen it made a billion times, but I've never attempted to make it myself. So we are definitely doing a ramen next stream from start to finish. So it's going to be about 9 hours, 9 to 10 hours. Chicken broth doesn't take as much time as pork broth. So this is so fun. Kanara sent me. I'm looking for. Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, if she's on, we're probably gonna go raid her. But yeah, Kanara's awesome. If you guys came here from Kanara, she's so awesome. She's so helpful. You know, so welcoming. But yeah, do not miss the next stream. We will be doing ramen from scratch. So if you're into that, come check it out. Follow the socials. I think we have Instagram and Twitter so far. We post flyers whenever we're ready. Flyers will go up. So oh, and a word from my sponsor, from Producer-san. If you are a content creator and you don't know how to start making your content, creatit.gg is your best friend. If you need help with technology, if you need help with setting, if you just need some general knowledge of what to do, check out Producer-san at creatit.gg. So that's gonna be it for this one. Who's online, wife, that we can go raid?
The only person on is a Eon.
What?
P-E.
Oh.
Y-A-N.
Oh, Peiyan?
Yeah.
I think she's a Japanese streamer. But she has a lot of followers. Let's go follow someone who doesn't have a lot. Yeah, I will come look.
Alright, we will figure this out together.
Yeah. Let's go to
Let's
food.
Let's see what's recommended for you.
Let's go. Let's go with cooking chores. Keep scrolling down. Let's go. 9 viewers. Cooking with Captcha.
This one?
Yeah, they only have 9 viewers. Let's go share some love. Let's go share some love.
I think we need to follow them first.
Yeah.
Alright. What are they making?
I have no idea what they're making, but we can go follow them, show them some love. Thank you guys that came from the other raid. And thank you guys for coming from Kanara. We stream once a week. We try to give the best content that we can. So every week is something new. We're trying to hit 100 followers. That's the next goal. We just hit affiliate a couple weeks ago. So let's go raid. We'll see you guys in the next stream. Thank you guys so much.
Start raid. Alright. 7, 6.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right now. Alright.
Yeah.
Then we can just end here, right?
Mm-hmm.